All right, guys, today we have got a treat for you. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. My name is Hunter, and today I have the luxury of being one of the first people to debut this bad mama jamma. This is the 2026 Puma Grand Mesa 395 FKL. Now this one is going to be a prototype model, so if you guys have some feedback, if you have a comment to drop, I would love to have your participation in it because I want to keep getting invited back to showcase these prototypes. Pretty darn fun day for me. Although it is cold and I'm wearing Birkenstocks and socks, that's on me. But anyway, like I said, prototype unit. The nice thing about this too is it is the Puma Grand Mesa, which is coming out of the Columbus and River Ranch plant. Oftentimes I've been saying Columbus and River Ranch are the best kept secret in the RV industry. Well, now they are in charge of building the Puma luxury line of fifth wheels. It's pretty darn exciting to see that. You're gonna have better roofs, better sidewalls, better slide walls, all composite flooring in general. And the price point on these things are never overbalanced because they have never had the name, you know, to draw like a massive premium. You know, they don't have a big Porsche sticker right on there driving that cost up. You're right in the wheelhouse of where they should be. 6-point hydraulic auto leveling. As far as the roof, like I discussed, you're using 2.5-inch thick trusses as opposed to 1.5, which is going to be standard in the RV industry. They're also not using 3/4-eighths board. They're going to be using a full 1/2-inch thick, 5 pieces as a set of 8s. You're going to have less seams, a whole lot of good stuff. Like even in the front cap, you have a 2-inch spray foam insulation. But anyway, I could go on and on for days. People don't typically like to stick around for that kind of stuff. But yeah, feel free to drop your comments down in the old section-rooney, baby, in the comment section. But again, it's the 2026 Puma Grand Mesa 395 FKL. I have a feeling this thing is going to be knocking down some awards because there's tons of space. There's a bath and a half. The half bath features a fully stackable washer and dryer. But then you can see that composite flooring. You know, the nice thing about the composite flooring, you have Azdel inside and out, even on the slide floor and then on the coach floor itself, all of which, you know, are rare. The Azdel is not too rare, but it's rare to have it on both sides of the wall. Not everybody does that. What's nice about that is, you know, if you get an uh-oh moment, you get some water in, that Azdel is all going to be composite material, meaning it doesn't soak in water, which can soak, expand, and turn into delamination. So, you know, this should last a heck of a lot more for you, even if you're someone who doesn't take care of it the way that you should. Now, this is also going to be like a River Ranch. You can find this exact camper in a River Ranch. So what I like about that is once you walk up, which by the way, strut assisted steps, so they float really nice and easy, is once you get through the first level of steps, there are no more steps. So pretty darn neat to have that. And you're not giving up the head height either. You know, I'm 6 feet tall, 6'1" with the Birkenstocks on, no doubt. And you're looking at probably 6'8" or something. I mean, you know, made for tall people, which is always nice. People always ask me what brands to look out for if you're tall. I always say Columbus and River Ranch. You know, Columbus has the tallest upper deck in the entire RV industry. The River Ranch here, or the Grand Mesa rather, yeah, I mean, it's just tall. You just saw me standing in it. So right here, you got your living room, perfect place for the grandkids to plant down, watch some movies, kind of do their things. You also have a lot of natural light going on in here. But there's also going to be full bath in the back, so rear bath, love that. Kind of a private for the master suite, whatever you want to call it. Half bath right there with the washer and dryer, and then your desk. We'll get back to that. But you also get some storage in your control panel here too as well. But I like how they even include like the metal wiring to stop it just from hitting the door. It's the little touches that has always made this team down here, as Willie Miller says, baby, his little lemonade stand in Middlebury, Indiana, Plant 410. Some of the best quality products coming out of this plant. Great people too, from top to bottom. You have your fireplace to keep you nice and a roasty and a toasty. You're also going to see no vents in the floor. So the heat's coming through that little wall right there, you know, among other places. But what do you guys think? Nice thing about this is with the extra height, you know, when you're sitting down, it feels nice and roomy here. You got the old half Dracula and the full Dracula. Stop the old skin from sizzling. You know, keep some nosy eyes out. Emergency exit, pull, push, and plop. But I mean, look at that. I got big, beautiful, you know, bowling arms right there. And I'm barely tipping out. And I'm still kind of like leaning. I got my one foot up in the air. Kind of like a dog getting scratched just to touch the darn ceiling. All right. Now the kitchen is that special sauce to me. One, there is a ton of space because you have dual opposing slides up here. And look at the countertop space that you get. You get the black glass insert. How neat is that? It's also some hanging room too. Just kind of use it how you would like it. And then all the countertops are going to be a solid surface. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. There is a power tower right here and right there. I'll go ahead and show you that one when we get to it. And then you have windows with a real hardwood as well for the cabinetry. So a really nice feel to it. And again, it's going to be that soft close. I love the strip lighting too. I just think it looks really nice. Another thing you don't see in any of these brands is going to be exposed ACs. So you have the Whisper Quiet AC system, a little bit more conducive for not driving you crazy in the middle of the night if it's hot and you're kicking them on. But I also love the bar style seating. Again, kind of looking over. This is going to be your dinette. So this is going to be kind of a couple's coach through and through as far as like the eating experience would be. But you got seating for your buddies or your grandkids. And then, you know, you could stack a couple more chairs. Or you guys could eat on the couch, kind of figuring it out what you're doing here. But look at this. When do you ever see a full-size refrigerator in a front cap? Not too often. Not too often at all. Adjustable shelves. If the shelves are in there, I'm surely they will be coming with it. They're probably just out right now. But that is where the shelves would go. And this is going to be a full-size refrigerator. So you're going to see, you know, plenty ample of space here. 2 pull-out freezer drawers. And I believe it'll have an ice maker as well. But I mean, look at this. Pretty darn slick. Residential style microwave. So you're going to get things like potato mode and beverage mode. You're also going to get the 3-top burner to whip up all the fixins, along with enough room to maybe cook up like, you know, a chicken or some pizzas, something of that nature. Plenty of storage here up underneath as well. And again, soft close. 3 pull-out drawers. The bottom one's going to be about twice the depth. And then you have the power tower here too as well. So 2 outlets, USB and universal C. And then, you know, you come up here and you got storage all up and around the microwave that we were just kind of showing off. Now up in the front, I like how the sink is in a center disposition. You can work on either side of it. You got outlets on either side, windows on both sides, and good natural lighting. You know, call this, you know, call me crazy, but if I'm doing some dishes and I'm out on the road, you know, imagine you're sitting there, you got the stainless steel undermounted bowl, you're sitting there, hitting those dishes from all angles, but you're like, oh my gosh, look at that mountain range. I just think that's kind of cool to have that front cap right where the sink is. You know, I'm somebody that does, you know, quite a bit of cooking. So it's a good like little prep space and organization space to kind of do your thing. You also got areas on both sides, you know, maybe for spice racks and things of that nature. Nice little breeze. You got it there. And then this one is going to be missing the valance. Like I said, it is going to be the prototype, but you could imagine this over that and, you know, you're ready to go. You can kind of imagine from there. Let's see what this is. Dual trash cans. I like seeing that. Pretty neat. And then I like the cut. Is that removable? Yeah, you got the cutting board space. That's kind of weird. I don't know if I care for that, but I don't discare for it. I get discare? Is discare a word? I don't dislike it. Discare. But yeah, cutting board doesn't do much to me, but I like the pull-outs. I think that's pretty cool. I like the fact that you get access to your plumbing and, you know, plenty of storage there. And then again, 3 more drawers. And I like the fact that you have the utensil space. Love that though. I mean, just imagine putting your spices in there. You're ready to rock. You're going outside. You're hitting the grill. You're coming in. You're getting some dishes done with a view. You can't beat it. All right, so where were we? We got the old Steamer Stink Sucker 3000 right there up on the tall ceiling. You're good to go. You also get yourself a little speaker, kind of conveniently placed, you know, right down over everybody. And then your controls for your heat and AC will be located right here in the bedroom, which is, it's going to be zone 3, I think. We'll have a heat pump on it as well, which is going to be nice. Kind of more hanging room if you want. You can kind of DIY it there. But you're also going to have the solar charge controller. So 200 watts of solar up top. You're going to be pre-wired for up to 400. And then you have your slide out controls, awning controls, you know, your different lighting controls. And of course your tank fill levels will be there too as well for you. And then, you know, water pump, tank heaters, which are 12 volt pads, step onto the bottom of your tanks. And of course your fuse box there too as well. Another slide heading here into the living or into the bedroom and the hallway that, man, just really opens it up. Just feels really nice when you're coming through. But you got the desk set up with 2 more pull-out drawers. A good place, again, for a good view. So I think natural views are at a premium in RV life. And I think this has a lot of good opportunity to see a lot of really cool stuff. You also got slide out control there as well. The nice thing about this too is when you come up the stairs, you can pop out this one slide and you can gain access to the bathroom, which is nice. You might actually, just judging by it, you might be able to squeeze. No, you couldn't. So you have to kick that out. That's going to be the only downfall for somebody. But heck, that's a minor inconvenience, really. Porcelain foot flush throne here. You're also going to see the stainless steel undermounted bowl, and you got yourself access to your plumbing. A mirror to check out the old bowling gun, baby. Tell you, the bowling guns are actually kind of sort of flexed there. I got back on the lifting train yesterday, and I did back and biceps, and my biceps, when I flex them, just feel like they're tense, you know? Like they could cramp at any moment. Another steamer stink sucker, 3,000. So a total of 6,000 steamer stinks are able to be sucked from this thing. Love the accent lighting. You got a king bed. Another thing too, which is nice across Columbus River Ranch and now the Puma fifth wheel line, is going to be the fact that they are aluminum studded here up underneath as opposed to 1-inch pine. So again, better bed, better truss work up top, and then just better construction overall with the composite flooring. Insignia TV, so you got yourself a smart TV, a couple extra emergency exit windows, pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry. I like the storage. What we got? Those are kind of cool. I like these light switches, how they're always down, so when you click them. This thing's pretty neat. It's an added little touch. Sturdy feeling, that's for sure. Not too much storage right here, but can't complain. It's extra storage where you wouldn't have it. And then you got your satellite and cable hookups and all of that. But I'll tell you, I do really enjoy the fact, oh my gosh, what the heck? I didn't even see this. Look at that. Nice little hanging room. I didn't even think about the hanging room for a second, so I'm glad they have this. You also have a place where you can plug in, you know, like a vacuum charger or something of that nature too. It's pretty cool. Give you a little look. I also like how it's got that black glass insert there too. Just gives it a nice little sharp kind of upgraded look. A little overhead storage here above the bed with your 2 reading lights, and of course the windows on either side as well. And then you head back into the bathroom, and it's absolutely no slub. So now we got 9,000 steamer stinks able to be sucked out of this bad boy. Another little friendly neighbor window, porcelain foot flush throne that's got enough room to sit on it pretty darn comfortably. And then bada bing, bada boom, baby. Look at that. More storage, more storage, more storage. You're also going to get 2 of those bad boys with the accent lighting back behind them. Again, the solid surface countertops, sink, undermounted storage. Oh, come on. Undermounted storage, 2 pull-out drawers along with another outlet. And then you have a pretty nice size shower as well. As a bigger guy, I can definitely appreciate it. You got your Tri-Glide Glass Series, 1-piece fiberglass shell for the shower itself. And then look how much head height you get in this. So again, you're probably 6'4" right here, up to about 6'7", 6'8" right there. So really nice. Plus, as far as this is concerned, it's probably about a 1.5. I think one roundy, one flat could probably fit into it. But I don't think you'd be getting clean. But you could do it if you're crazy. All right. What do you guys think? I mean, honestly, this has some potential for like a front kitchen of the year award. I would have to imagine. This is it's a beautiful beast. Not only is it well constructed, it looks sharp. You know, it's a good looking lady. It's a good looking lady indeed. So I want to show you this before I close the door. These are going to be the steps that are across all their lines. They flip up really nice and easy, and they come down nice and soft because they got that strut system to pair up with that extra large grab handle. But all right, so 2026 Puma Grand Mesa 395FKL. You're going to find in this model across the Grand Mesas and the River Ranch, there's going to be an incredible amount of storage space there for you. But just to kind of reiterate on a couple things that I hit, the roof, 2.5-inch thick, 16 on center trusses that are in 5 portions instead of the classic, you know, 8 or 10 or whatever it might be. So it's going to be less seams, less possibilities of things going wrong. You also have a 2-inch spray foam interior for the front cap. So again, a little bit nicer finish for you. You're going to have the 6-point hydraulic auto leveling, an upgraded pin box with the rubber bushings and a little piston right there to kind of help out some of the chucking and bucking. underneath here, you should have an area where you can, has the pre-cutouts for a generator. All right. And then you're also going to see inverter, hydraulics, you know, batteries, the works there along with the battery disconnect. So you're pretty good to go. And it's all heated and enclosed underbelly. Again, the composite slide floors as well. So heated and enclosed underbelly, composite all over the place. And then you're going to get more storage than just about any RV, you know, that you'll see out there, which is pretty nice. It's actually borderline so much storage you have to worry about overloading it, to be quite honest with you. See if I can see what's underneath there. Yeah, they even got that extra steel beam right there that's going all the way across, which is going to be nice. But I mean, look at that. It's like one huge giant floor right there. Pretty darn insane. I'll open it from the back just so you can see the whole depth. But you're going to get the dual awnings here too as well. So this entire side of the RV is going to be all shaded. LP Quick Connect here too as well. And then of course you got a ladder to get on top of your fully walkable roof, and it is big people fully walkable roof too, which is nice. The towing package, which will be a 2-inch receiver, 4-way flat, 3,000-pound tow rating, and 300-pound hitch rating as well, which will be nice. 4-way pin connection. And then you're also going to have, you know, your power cord reel there. But what do you guys think about that underbelly storage? Plus you got the metal slam latch doors right there too. So what I like about these, they don't have that cheap clip. You know, they just kind of magnetic switch right there. But then it's also got a little depth to it, a little bit of girthiness to it, so it slams down for you. Coming around in this side, it's kind of more of the same as far as the storage is concerned. You got one of your drains right here. That's going to be for your sewer outlet connection. You see it's got slide toppers on this one in particular, which is nice. And your backup camera prepped as well. Moving over here. Oh, that's that pass-through storage. There's a pretty nice docking station too I want to show you. Yeah, so right here, the only thing that it's missing, and it might be, oh, whoops, didn't mean to do that. It needs a light. There needs to be a light in here, but that's because it might be, you know, the prototype or whatever. But you got the hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower, all your bypass valves, and then your black tank flush, which is a sprinkler system for your poop tank. You know, your water filter, you know, the spray nozzle and all that stuff. And again, slam latch doors. Your water heater will be located right here as well. And then propane behind this door. And folks, I think that's about a wrap, baby. But all right, guys, I appreciate you tuning in. If you guys did make this far, again, my name is Hunter, and this is the debut of the 2026 Puma Grand Mesa 395 FKL. Let me know what you think. See you. Meow, 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 Rumpelstiltskin.